Hi, I'm Steve Thompson, president of Emery Thompson Machinery, and this is our continuing series on how to do simple repairs on an even simpler Emery Thompson batch freezer. The good news today is you have called in a refrigeration man because your 30 or 40-year-old Emery Thompson is freezing a bit slower. Instead of 8 to 10 minutes to freeze, maybe it's 12, 14, 15 minutes, and you're wondering what to do and what's wrong. The first thing you should do is call us, 718-588-7300, or email me, Steve Thompson, at steve@emerythompson.com. Always call us first. We've been building these machines for 107 years, and we know them better than anyone else. So your complaint is that you've got slow freezing. Your refrigeration man comes in and he looks at it and he says, "Oh, look at the front door. It's all frosted up." He then takes the panels off and looks at the compressor, and the compressor down below the engine, it's all frosted over too. So he puts gauges on it and he sees that the back pressure is extremely low, the head pressure is going low, and he says, "It's your expansion valve." Well, it's not your expansion valve, it's you. You haven't done regular maintenance on the machine. Whether it's the regular maintenance, it's to have the blades sharpened once a year in most cases. Sometimes you can go longer. If you're running 10, 15 hours a day, of course, you'll have to have them sharpened more often. But as the blades wear, they're not scraping the freezing cylinder as efficiently. Ice builds up, or ice cream, or Italian ices, or sorbet, or gelato, builds up on the freezing walls inside the cylinder, and that acts like insulation. The cold that the compressor is generating can't get through to make the ice cream. It causes the front door to freeze up, the compressor to ice over, as I mentioned, and those pressures to go haywire. That's probably about a $230 part, and maybe just as much in labor, plus being down for a whole day. None of this is necessary. It's not your expansion valve. It's your blades. Now, the modern day blades that we're using look like this, and they have, it's a stainless steel blade with a polymer insert, which is held in by 2 pins and is easily removable, and you send these back to us and we resharpen them, we re-edge them, we put them through a milling machine and make them like brand new, and then we send them back to you. What most people will then say is, "Oh, but I need my machine every day, I can't do without it." Well, you've already owned it for a few years. It's now time to buy just a set of inserts, not the whole blade, just the inserts, and that way you can take your inserts off and send them back to us, and we'll re-edge them and you'll have a fresh set to put on the machine. It's that simple. Nothing's more important than properly sharpened blades. In fact, sharpening is a misnomer, because when we get them back, they're really going to be quite sharp, and we're going to make them dull, but we call it sharpening. This is the most important thing in the operation of your machine. There's no such thing as a machine getting old. You have proper blades on it, and it's going to run like new. Now, one small exception, and I think we'll zoom in and take a photograph of this. The blade on top is a 12-year-old blade. It's riveted in place and is thus not removable. These are worn out. If you have riveted blades, they're over 12 years, they're quite worn out. They served very well for a very long time. The new blades, the plastic is removable by the 2 pins, and you can easily send them back in. So that's all there is to it. So when your refrigeration man says you need a new expansion valve, remember, you don't need an expansion valve. You need to do regular maintenance.